So I've had my latest MRI scan this morning, and I got dropped off at Tiverton, and rather than get the COVID bus home, I figured I'd walk. It's a nice day, and yeah, I figured I'd walk. So it's about 12 miles. So behind me is the River Exe. So on some of my other videos showed Exe Head, the start of it, or the source of the Exe, and this is it as it runs through Tiverton. Yeah, and it's about, I suppose it's about halfway, I don't know, about halfway before it gets to Exmouth. But yeah, so there's like a weir behind me now, but yeah, this is it going through Tiverton. Anyway, I've had a coffee, which you need to do after an MRI scan. If you've had dye in you, to flush the dye for your kidneys and your body. So yeah, so I've had a coffee, so that's great. So now I'm going to strike off home. So on leaving Tiverton, you start climbing. If you leave to the west, you start climbing quite reasonably, pretty much straight away, and you gather quite a bit of height. Now don't get me wrong, it's not thousands of feet, but certainly it's hundreds, and I'll just do a bit of a view from here. Certainly in the winter you can get snow up here, but not so much in Tiverton because it's that much lower. So it's high enough to make that sort of difference in the weather. There's also some fantastic looking oak trees further down. I didn't get a photo of them unfortunately, but yeah, they're looking really nice. Anyway, that's where we are so far. So onwards, and we level up. Well, it's a bit undulating this route, to be honest. It's up and down all the way back pretty much, but yeah, this is one of the steeper sections. Anyway, I'm pressing on. So this is a Devon classic. So we're about 270 metres above sea level at the moment. So now we've got to drop down 100 metres and then climb back up 100 metres in quite a short space. Classic southwest, up down, up down. But as I said earlier, this is pretty much the whole route, which is fine, but yeah, it is, if you don't like climbing hills, you put a lot of work in, and it feels like you wasted it, because you could drop back down to then regain your height again. But I'm lucky because I like climbing hills. I'm quite sad like that. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, so here we are. This is Templeton Bridge. There's a bridge in front of us, small bridge. But yeah, we've dropped down into this valley, and if I just pan around there, so you can see now where we've got to go back up. There's a hill, a house which is about a third of the way up the hill. So we've dropped down to now climb back up. But it's quite a nice little valley this is. I can hear water running just down here. Little stream. Anyway, time to start climbing. So up until now we've been walking through Mid Devon. 8 miles, 7 miles, something like that. But now we're at the border with North Devon, so Mid Devon, North Devon, back to Mid Devon, North Devon. Anyway, that's the thing about South West, there's borders everywhere. Cornwall, Devon, Somerset. It's about borders, you walk through them and it just feels like you're travelling. I mean Somerset, some parts of Somerset need body armour on, and that's coming from someone who's originally from Slough, so be wary if you venture into Somerset, or parts of it. And as if by magic, I'm coming to North Devon, Witheridge more to my right, and the wind suddenly picked up. Perfect timing. Okay, so I'm nearly back now. Yeah, all tarmac, but that's nice autumnal walk that was. Plenty of leaves falling. Nice way to unwind after this morning's events, shall we say. So yeah, nearly back. Temperature's been up and down. Really warm 1 minute, bordering on chilly the next. Yeah, but thinking at this time of year, you stay out of the wind and there's still some heat behind the sun. But yeah, it was starting to think now. If a cloud comes or you go in the wind, yeah, it makes quite a bit of difference. So yeah, been fleeced up the whole way back. But no, it's been a pleasant, no rain. Sun's been shining pretty much, so it's been really nice. Anyway, there's Robin up there somewhere, singing away. So nearly back, and yeah, see you soon.